Okay, so it's the day I want to put my video out. I have not started recording yet, so we're doing more junk drawer stuff. This is some sort of PlayStation branded single earbud with a microphone. Hey, that's not nothing. For that peak sound quality. I don't actually know what PlayStation this came with. It was just sort of in a junk drawer where it belongs. Interestingly, it is open back. I don't know if you can see or not, but there is a little hole inside a black plastic bezel at the end of this tube here. And if you cover that, it does the same thing as covering the port on an open back headphone. So that's pretty cool. And yes, it does sound terrible. So open back is not a magic bullet. It's sort of... I would say it's pretty much just treble. Which, hey, it's got a lot of clarity to it. It's also not very detailed, even though it's very treble-heavy tuning. So that's... It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I enjoy how ridiculously thin the cable is. It's... Like, if I open up my precision base, all of the, like, single conductor wire is this thickness, or maybe a little thicker, even. So it's funny to see that it's probably got a few wires in there since it's got the microphone on the one end. Obviously, since it's a single mono unit, I should compare it to that horrible thing I found in my trumpet case. And this, I would say, is better, the PlayStation 1. Because this is only mid-range, this has treble, and like I guess a ghost of mid-range, because you can tell what people are saying. Let's see, this is rather interesting because it can play the right channel as well as the left channel. I found a website online that has like tests for stereo, it plays little sound clips that say left and right in the left or the right. I'll link in the description, it's very nice. This plays both sides, but the right is extremely distorted. This plays only left, but it's much clearer. The cables... I mean, the mystery one is almost twice as thick as this thing, which is interesting. That's... And let's see, let's look at the connectors. They gotta be the same, right? No. I've been doing some thought about this, and I believe it is to do with it having a microphone. Because, let's see. If you were... I believe there is voltage put on the mic one. Probably not a lot, but you wouldn't want it shunted directly to ground or anything like that. So you can't just do, like, positive and negative of left, and then that. It would have to be standardized anyway. I believe that is why this is an overkill 4-pin wire for the thinnest cable I've ever seen. It's because the microphone has to be connected properly. I'm guessing that's it. I still just find it entertaining that I get out like my meze cable that's stereo and has a microphone, and it's there are differences. Anyway, I'm gonna do my best to put in a recording of the microphone. I actually have no idea what it sounds like. You are listening to the highest bitrate recording I can reasonably do with this simply luxurious Sony microphone. It's going great. Yeah. Thank you for enjoying this audio sample. I would assume it's not great, just because this is not even shaped for a human ear. It's not even like a lot of cheap earbuds where like it feels terrible or doesn't seat terribly well and it falls out easy. No, this just doesn't fit. It doesn't go in. If I hold it to my ear canal, it actually does sound a little better. But it doesn't just naturally settle in any way that makes like a sound that a person can hear and think, hey, someone tried. But it's odd because it does have like that little port there to try to make it open. I'm like, I don't really understand, especially because, like, being PlayStation branded, I assume this is for gaming, and gaming stuff usually has, like, a bass bump, because if you're playing, like, a first-person shooter, it makes all, like, the guns and grenades and stuff sound more there, you know? This thing, it would probably just be like, what? It's an interesting choice. But, yeah. So yeah, there were just, like, a couple of weird details about this thing that I felt like sharing. So yeah. That's about all I have for this week. I promise I have more interesting videos at some point, just not right now. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good evening.